my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to attempt to replicate a door pull that a client sent to us. I saw the photos and I immediately realized, well, this is going to be 1960s, would be my best guess in terms of a vintage. All right, let's take a look. So I think the reason that my suspicion is that we lost that Z-axis because I don't believe I have enough PSI going to the spindle. I think that's what it is. I haven't had that problem in the past, but we're gonna keep our eyes on it. We're gonna write it up here. Now, here's our mounting post. I'll tell you, it looks pretty good. I'm not unhappy with it. In fact, I like it a lot. Obviously not exact. Our angle isn't perfect. I like mine better. You knew I would say that. I see why. Because we're riding on that ridge right here. Actually, if it looked, yeah, much better. Yeah, it's actually going to mount. It's actually going to mount more like that. And the only thing I think that I really need to do is to increase my angle. Increase my angle on this piece so that it better represents the existing, because we are matching existing. Increase my angle here so it matches this angle better here. Yeah, we're gonna play with that. So what's gonna happen now, since I screwed the pooch on our material, I'm going to order a big sheet of 1 inch thick. And so what we're going to move to next is making the bars and all of the several and many unscripted drama points that will occur. But in terms of this mounting post, I think we've got a winner. I didn't love where my tabs were, but it was ultimately something that I could handle. We won't play with the tabs at all. But we're going to change that angle a little bit, draw this down a little bit more aggressively, and keep it going. We're going to keep it going. Awesome. Let's move forward.
If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it.
Okay, so it's the next day here, and I am going to bring you up to date on what's occurred. I've ordered a piece of 1 inch thick. That's about 20 inch by 20 inch. It's called a drop at my supplier. It's a cutoff, so you know, I am led to believe it costs less because, yeah, they've got a piece of scrap laying around they want to sell. It turns out I do have a piece of 1 inch that I would be able to clamp, but it's a smaller piece. And what I've decided to do on our mounting brackets is I'm going to, if you recall, our dimension and our angle isn't exact. That's fine. I'm going to make it better, or is as close to exact as my ability to tolerate the process will allow. And I'm going to prototype it in wood, so I can just not worry about cutting really expensive aluminum that's going to break my end mill if I have a fail. Once I've got it prototyped, and again, I'm super happy with this. I'm in love with this. I'm gonna study this piece and I'm gonna improve it. I've also emailed the client at University in Miami just a progress picture, and I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. I've come up with a way to think about how I will drill these, tap these, supply them. So I'm gonna tweak the design, prototype it in wood until we're good. What I'm doing right now, however, is I am gonna cut the bar because I've got a job to run on 1/8 inch aluminum. I've got big giant sheets of 1/8 inch aluminum leaning up there that I need to, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. So you may know that my tool is 8 foot long, and that 4 foot sheet is 12 foot long because it's a stock size. And I'm gonna put the 12 foot in here, but I'm gonna extend my bench or my table using our T-slot framing material that I've got and build myself a temporary support structure so I can take a 12 foot sheet and slide it on. That's what we're doing. While I'm building this short extension, hopefully this morning, I'm gonna let the tool just run and cut my bar on our university table. So I've got this position down, or I've got it clamped down to a point where I feel I'm going to be in good shape. And I have determined this point of where my outside will be for this. I'm 1/4 inch over because I want to leave a structure, a skeleton on the outside. I'm far enough away where my dust boot will be from the clamp. And I'm not in love with these quick clamps. I'm gonna improve that game next, actually. And so what I'm going to do now is I'll hop into Aspire, into the CAD/CAM software, and play with our vectors. So let's move to that. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. So as I had said earlier, our position where I'm going to start the upper left-hand corner is 18 and 47 3/4. So let's hop back into VCarve, and yeah, we've got our vector here, and we're going to our mounting post vector, I should say, and we are gonna definitely tweak that again. We're gonna tweak it over here. I like it a lot. I'm digging it, but we're gonna have to tweak this. We're gonna replicate the client as best as possible. Then I'm gonna go to production on our own design, maybe making a couple of changes that don't work really well for me personally. Okay, so I had started out with the vectors down here, so I'm basically going to just grab these and I'm going to copy them, and then I'm going to move them. I want to move them to an absolute upper left. Let's just call it 46.25, and then 18 on the Y. satisfied with this. Close. I've cycled the tool. I made sure that we're not going to bump into any clamps. And let's save this. Door pull 1. Save. All right. Now at this point, I'm going to move home. I'm going to set up the cold air. I'm actually going to turn the compressors on. I'm going to set up the cold air, and then we're going to come back to probably the GoPro and taking a look and seeing exactly what's happening. So let's do that.
If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it.
Okay, so we've got the tool where we want it. One thing you didn't see is that I came over and I zeroed off of our material surface. You know we're staying clear of these 2 clamps. Well, we believe we're staying clear. We're staying clear of those clamps. Let's go over and let's send the tool down and let's see what happens. See if it's waiting for an input from me. I think we're okay. So you can see we got a little bit of a weird deflection happening somewhere. Down at the end, not quite making contact. Let's let that go around a second time and we'll take a look. Okay, this time we got through here. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to pause the tool, we'll put the dust boot on, and we'll keep it rolling, is what we're going to do. So let's do that.
Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.